background coordinator. Okay, awesome. Hi, Sophia. How are you?
Hi, Robin. Fine, and you?
Nice. I'm good as well. So cool. Let's get going with our webinar. A quick
Yes.
introductions in the world of AI agents. I think all of us should know each other as humans first. I'll introduce myself. My name is Robin. I'm the co-founder and CEO at TestZeus, a decade plus in the industry of testing product AI and automations, and now building out TestZeus, rolling out to India, US, UK, and very recently France as well. From where we have our dear friend Sofia. Hi, Sofia. Can you please introduce yourself as well to the audience?
Yes, so I'm Sofia Martins and project manager at Tupace and the care lead.
Nice. Thank you so much, Sophia. Sophia and I have been talking for a little while in the past. We recently signed the agreement, joint partnerships to drive out better QA modernizations for teams across the world and France specifically. So today's webinar is all about that. This is the Testing Tales Chapter 1. We'll cover the SI playbook for QA modernization, scaling automation across agents, teams, and tools. So let's get going on that note.
Let's go.
So, as we mentioned, we've announced the partnership with TwoPace. With the help from TwoPace, we will help teams scale up their automations on the QA front across France and the European region.
Yes.
So, that being said, Sophia, would you like to add a few words around the partnership?
So about this partnership, it was an idea that I have because I think TestZeus is a very good tool, and I think this partnership is really natural because we are two experts in our domain.
Correct. Very truly said, and we will cover more of that in the upcoming slides. So, moving further, here's a quick agenda. We'll cover the introductions, what is testing automation, why TestZeus, demo of a use case, if possible, deployment of the testing automation, what do we have on offer, and then Q&A. First and foremost, as we highlighted, the partnership is between TestZeus and TwoPace. There is supposed to be a small GIF and animation which should play. Thanks to our platform and the bugs on it, it's not playing. So I'll keep on moving forward. That is why we need testing, by the way, because these things could happen in prod and demos. But first and foremost, Sophia, quick question. What is testing automation and why is it really important in the world of Salesforce?
So, testing automation is a practice of automatically reviewing and validating software such as web app to ensure that we meet a predefined quality standard in terms of code styles, functionality, business logics, and user experience. Why test automation? Because we want to trigger, secure the delivery, uh, gain in efficiency and go test faster, be able to increase the number of tests according to the pace of the project. It's a very good, big important point is to increase this number of tests and adapt it to the pace of one project. So we can run our TNR 3 times in a month if you want, with less cost and free up your teams to build new functionalities.
Yeah, I think that's a very strong point. Also, just adding a note, people can actually click on the closed captions to see the captions in French. We have a special AI solution. Even if we are talking in English, people can see the captions in French if they click on the closed caption button on the screens. But continuing the conversation with Sophia, are there any key problems, Sophia, that you have seen when people implement Salesforce and that is why they might need testing? Any specific examples from your experience?
With the test, we have two problems. The main point is when a project don't have any QA. It's the main point is it's little rare The consultant is testing. It leads to
Hmm.
error and bugs. And the next is when we have a QA, but the QA have not a tool to test with it. It tests manually, so it costs a lot of money and it costs a lot of time.
Yeah, I think that is a very strong point. Even in my own experience, I have seen working with partners and SIs that in the beginning, the client is happy to pay for developers, but not so much happy paying for the QA. But
Yeah.
thanks to QA agents, you can supplement the team with more QA firepower. Strong
Yes,
point. Super awesome.
it's a main point to you can pay in you can gain efficiency faster and budget. So the
Yeah.
budget can be less.
Yeah, exactly. The budget can definitely be less. Super. Thank you for that note. So that brings me to the next question, Sophia. Why did you prefer TestZeus, or why did you choose TestZeus?
So I didn't choose that just like this. I did a big study with 12 KPI, but I selected this seven KPI because they are the main KPI. The learning curve is how easy it is to take this tool, how easy it is to work with it. Is the tool easy or a tool very complicated and uh, um, time consumer? Time consumer. The second point is the development time. So, what is the development time? Is the time to set up the tool, set up the tool, the use case in the tool. The third is one of my it's one of my best KPI with tested juice is the debugging time. Tested juice not likely over tools work with IA. So the debugging time is very less. It can be reduced to zero. Useful features. What is a useful features? It's every features that can lead gain in efficiency. Interface. I, I need an interface that can be easy to take, easy to work with, and an interface easy to work with. And the price, of course, the price is a big point. And any additional points, it's my special KPI. If the tool have a big features that is very efficacious and very good. For tested use, it was the debugging time that can be reduced to zero.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sophia. I think this is a very detailed study that we did over some time and we got to TestZeus as a solution. I'm very happy that we are here. If somebody else in the market was looking for partners and you had to pick the top three in these seven, what would you recommend other people to focus on? What are the top three KPIs they should focus when they're looking at testing solutions?
Debugging time. Debugging time
Okay.
is one of the main KPI to focus on because it can cost it can be a very time consumer with over tool, over automating test tool. Debugging time,
Got it.
learning curve, of course. You have tools that are very difficult to work with and time consumer.
Mhm.
And I will say useful features. We need useful
Okay.
features and we need innovation in the automation tool.
Hmm, got it. That being said, see, when people go about QA modernization as a project, or when people are using AI agents for testing, right? They need to change the process, they need to change the tools that they use, and they also need to change the mindset. What do
Yes,
you think people should change first? Is it the tool, the process, or the mindset?
the mindset. The mindset. We need to
Definitely.
be innovative.
Yeah. I think that is very rightly said that first people need to start with the mindset and then the process and the tools can follow.
Yes.
Very interesting. And when you are deciding what to automate versus what to keep manual when you are rolling out projects? How do you decide that at your place?
In my point of view, I want to automate everything. If I can automate all
Hmm.
my
Okay.
test case, I will automate all my test case. My main goal is to gain in efficiency and go faster in my delivery.
God. I think I loved how you mentioned the whole goal is go faster, faster, faster,
Faster, faster,
and
faster.
gain efficiency. Yeah, exactly. And I also loved how you fearlessly put it out that 100% test automation is the goal, not 70%, not 80%, 100% or nothing.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So on that note, we move a little forward. We'll see TestZeus in action. We have prepared a special demo. Let me quickly share my screen and we get to a quick demo without taking too much time. Okay. I hope everybody can see my screen. If not, let us know in chat.
I don't see
Okay.
it.
Okay. I think it will come up now. Awesome.
Yes.
We have a magic fairy in the background who's helping us all. Thank you, Radhika. Huge shout out to Radhika who makes all of this magic possible. Back to the demo. On the screen, if I just zoom in, now my French is very bad. But if Sophia can please read the test case and help people understand what does it say.
So, I speaking French?
Both French and English for both of our audiences.
So here, vous avez un use case de création de compte. Donc, vous voyez la feature, ça va être votre use case. Le scénario, ça va être l'étape que vous avez besoin de valider. So we have the feature account creation, and you have the step that we want to test is the scenario. Here we have a user that will create a new account. Donc ici, ça va être un utilisateur qui veut tester la création d'un nouveau compte via l'interface. Via l'interface, pourquoi? Parce que on peut créer des comptes de différentes manières. C'est pour ça qu'on est bien dans le détail, on indique bien les choses. Ce qui est important pour l'audience française aujourd'hui, c'est que l'agent travaillant en IA, ici, c'est comme un prompt. Donc, il faut être très précis dans ce que vous indiquez à votre agent IA. You need to be very precise in what you write in your prompt. So, the agent can test faster. Pour aller toujours plus vite, qu'il teste plus vite et ne like pas trop.
Awesome. I think first I need to learn a little bit of French from Sophia. Also, thank you so much for that brilliant translation. That is the whole magic of AI agents, that you can write it in French or any of your languages, and the
Yes.
test case still runs. That is the whole point and the magic of AI agents, that you're not constrained with code and scripts and buttons. You can just write the test case as you would explain to a tester, write it, run it, the test case runs. And over here, as we can see, the execution plan is generated on the right hand side. We also see an execution timeline where each and every step is executed. If I click on any step, it will also show me the artifacts to Sophia's earlier point to help with debugging. You will see which buttons are clicked and why. And then once the whole test case is completed, you also get a video playback of the whole test execution on the UI. Now, this is applicable for UI, API, accessibility, security, visualizations, PDFs, SQL, SOQL, Apex, and even deep breath agent force. So we'll see that in a minute. If you want to see the execution timeline, even you can watch that at the bottom. Now, we were discussing this right before the session, that what is so special about TestZeus. The special thing about TestZeus is that you are not writing scripts or code. You are actually writing test cases like the one which I'm about to display and which will show us the agent force test case. So over here, as we can see, TestZeus AI agent is testing agent force. Now, in a natural testing tool, you would have to write each and every line by your hand. Now my agent, go and say hello to agent force, ensure that it says hello, now go and do this, now go and do this. But in TestZeus, you can just tell the TestZeus AI agent that given I send a prompt to agent force for the order count for an email, check if the number of record is greater than 0 and match it to the value from SOQL. A common question which people ask is, so Robin, where is this SOQL written? You don't need to write it. If you want, you can. But TestZeus AI agents are trained on Salesforce and they can form SOQL themselves because we connect your environments and we can fetch your metadata. So that is how, using natural language, any language, you can test Agentforce agents, UIs, APIs, just like how you would test as a manual tester. So back to the presentation. That was a brief demo. For a more detailed discussion, please feel free to get in touch with Sofia's team and they will be able to help you out, or you can reach out to us and happy to answer any questions.
With
Back to the
pleasure.
presentation. Yeah. Tell me, Sophia, when you deploy solutions like TestZeus, how you go about it? What is the plan of action over there?
Here, the main point is a test strategy. You can't just set up your tool without a strategy before. What is a strategy is what do you want to cover? The priority of your test case. You have a process that are more critical than other, and the objective is only the interface is working, or you need to test the performance of your interface. It's this test strategy. Once it's done, you can go and create in respect of your test strategy. When you have created all your test case, you can execute them, and you have a good reporting. Maybe you can go see your beautiful reporting made for stakeholders, and then the last point is a scalable maintenance. Is what the scalable maintenance is just to maintain your use case with your new functionalities.
I think that is very important, Sophia. And let's say if I come in as a customer, as an example, what would the first 30 days of engagement look like? What does the playbook for the first 30 days look like at a high level?
The playbook.
Yeah, exactly. So for a customer, what does your playbook for the first 30 days look like? As
Uh,
in, while this is the deployment plan, which parts of this should the customer have? Which parts will you supplement? And also, how do you optimize for these 5 steps in the first 30 days of an engagement with a customer?
how to optimize a various case?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so one is case in reality, three is case. You have your functionalities, you have your layout, and you have the, I say it in French, the anti-test. You don't want to test if it's working, you want to test if it's not working. You want to
Mhm.
test 3 times. For one use case, you need 3 tests.
Yeah,
And here you have a good quality of delivery.
got it. Okay. And also, what are the common metrics that you track for measuring the success? What are the main numbers that you want to improve upon? Is it the time of testing? Is it the effort of testing? Is it the maintenance effort? What
The
is it
maintenance
that you
effort.
measure?
Uh, like I said before, the maintenance effort is the main point in the test automation tool, because in with other tools, this KPI is very time consuming. You have to maintain your use case every day, and now with IA we don't have the time for this.
I think that is very rightly put that thanks to artificial intelligence, when developers are using Agent Force and other AI systems, the QAs are the ones who have to really catch up. And then in the SI model, when we are working with customers and partners, We really want to ensure that good quality delivery happens. So I would totally agree to that. Okay, moving on to the next slide. A common question which people have asked me is that, so great, congrats on the partnership, but what's on the offer for the customers?
It's not the good slide. It's not the right slide.
Uh, oh, okay. I am checking that. One second. Okay.
So we have two options to offer. The first one is a turnkey. It's when the customer want to do the use case. You want to do the use case. So we'll do the initialization. Is the strategy test. We'll set up this. Then we will create the use case and execute them. All the existing use case. Then we will go with a synthetic and global result of test execution, and then we will go with a tool training. And the last point, but not the main, is the two-pace assistance. Is like the hypercare one for our project. We accompany our clients to maintain and create their use case. The second one is when two-pace the clients want a QA or a team of QA, and the last point will be the maintenance and evolution of it. There we have five options. We have an audit of the quality of your actual test. Like I said, one test needs three tests. You have a test workbook if you need a test workbook, le cahier de recettes. Then we have add-on for the creation of use case, add-on for the execution of use case, and the hypercare.
Okay, got it. Help me understand, Sophia, that let's say we have three kinds of customers coming to you: small size customer, medium size customer, and large size customers. How would you recommend these offerings to these people? What would you recommend to them?
Uh, You don't see it here, but I did three type of offer. Okay, I did the essential. It's about the essential of basics, the basics for a small account. I did the advanced offer with every step needed. It's the test strategy, the hypercare, and I did the premium offer for the big accounts that need a big team, and we talk here about 2 months of setup.
Got it. Makes sense. No, I would totally agree that with the bigger teams, you would need more setup. Let's say a large bank or a large healthcare firm comes. We don't want to come in and break their system. We want to really onboard them, support them through the journey, properly scope it out, and then roll out testing and automation services so that they have the best quality deliverables. Makes sense. So moving forward in our journey, I think we are here for the Q&A section. First of all, thank you to everybody. Thank you, Sophia, for being with us on this session. We
Thank
can
you.
spend the next few minutes in Q&A. The QR code would lead you back to us, so feel free to scan it for the audience. But yeah, happy to take in questions over here. Okay, I'm also like keeping an eye on how many questions in chat. Okay, I think we have one question in chat. If you could give your past self one QA automation tip, what would it be?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah. So if you could give your own past self one QA automation tip, what would that tip be?
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay. And maybe I'll borrow that question from Sophia. I would definitely give one tip to my past self would be that to ask questions. I think in QA it is really important that when a requirement is given to you, you definitely go deep inside it and you ask the right questions as the user. because the QA is a representation of the user over there. Okay. In your past, Sophia, when you've rolled out uh, testing automation services or delivery for customers in your region, what are the main pain points? What are the main challenges that you have seen in that delivery? Is it around timing? Is it around scheduling? Is it around pricing or something else?
It's the main point of this webinar, the debugging time.
Okay. Is it too short and is it like too much back and forth when people implement projects and that is why it takes time or due to some other reason?
Because of the quality of the test. So we don't see in the right time the bug. We see it too late. So you have a big debugging time, and it costs in
Got
budget.
Yeah, I think initial startup time is what is spent. There is one more question in chat for us. So regarding the QA by two base, you mentioned that it includes the initialization and creation of test cases. Does this approach also cover the audit of the quality of actual test cases, or is that available as an upon request option before the automation process begins? So, in summary, do you cover the audit or do you not cover the audit before the start of the project?
It's if the client want it, we can do it.
Okay, got it. So, it is very request based, and if it is part of the scope, then we can go about it. Got it. Makes sense. Okay, I think we'll wait for a few more minutes before we drop off. Until then, Sophia has any other notes, any other thoughts for the audience here?
Don't be afraid to test Zeus.
I love that. Don't be afraid to test tests. Okay. We have one more question on the chat. So, what's your go to way to keep teams aligned when tools and processes are all over the place? So, how do you keep teams aligned? Because in large customers, there could be many tools and many processes. So, how do you align those teams?
I think it's important to work together. Have a proper canal in Slack, by example, to work with your team every day, to see your team in weekly, to work together.
Got it. I like this idea that start with the basics. Collaboration is the key. A simple Slack channel could be that central theme. But if you keep doing it over and over, everybody gets into the alignment. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Got it. Okay. We'll wait for a few more minutes. Okay. Okay. Just wanted to check in with Sophia. Do you have any plans to visit India anytime soon?
Yes, I will go this year. And you? Do you want to visit
Definitely,
France?
Sophia. We definitely have plans. If we do come over, like I think Eiffel Tower is something which people say, but are there any hidden spots that we should definitely visit? Any not so common places?
Uh, I live in Lyon, so I don't know very well, but I know that our office is near the Eiffel Tower. So you're welcome.
Do you guys have the view of the Eiffel Tower from the office?
No.
Yeah, I have been told that it's like a very crowded place, like, and it is difficult to be very close to the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, it's difficult, but it's near. In near our office. Our office is very beautiful. You are welcome when you want.
Awesome. 100% Sophia. I think we have some plans. There are some Salesforce events also happening. That also brings me to the point that there is TDX happening, and we will definitely be there. Do you guys have plans to visit Trailblazer DX event in April?
You want to go in April?
Yeah, we are planning to go to the Trailblazer DX event in April to US. So
No, I
DX,
don't. I
no?
don't know. And you?
Yeah, we have plans to visit there with our team. Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
some people of two pace will go.
100%. Cool. I think on that note, let's end our conversation for this session. Our conversations will keep on happening. Thank you so much once again, Sophia, and the audience for joining us. Have a nice day, noon, or evening based on your time zone. We'll end it here and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye. And
Thank you
take care.
very much,
Thank you.
and thank you to everyone that came. Have a good day.
Thank you.